I wrote a blog post a while ago about why I f***ing hate video games, because this is what it does. It appeals to like the male fantasy.
So, what you just saw right there, I'm laughing, but I'm actually furious. What you just saw, you've probably seen this clip. It's surfaced around basically everywhere in the world. Everyone and their grandma, aliens from outer space, people in alternate timelines that we aren't even aware of have probably seen this video. And even in that timeline, the videos still remain the same. People have seen this video everywhere, okay? And the video is deleted now. But what it was a bunch of feminists. I don't know why I'm laughing. So the video was actually called "Feminists Play GTA 5." Okay? And you might be thinking, okay, so what would they get ticked off about? And all these feminists were angry because there's that one bit where like all the ladies with their bikinis and dancing for you. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway. So they didn't like that. And, you know, that's perfectly understandable. I can see why a mother walking in on the 10-year-old son looking at that as the 10-year-old son is pulling a critical, like, what is happening as they're seeing this? Like, they're obviously going to be confused. They don't know what they're looking at. And that's perfectly understandable. I wouldn't want my kids seeing that. I want little Jimmy experiencing that for the first time. Like, little Jimmy didn't even know what girls were, okay? But the thing is, you've just seen this bit, okay? You've just seen this bit of GTA. This is like a small 10%, the little 10% of the rest of the 90% of the world in GTA. And you hate video games because they appeal to the male fantasy. What does that mean? What is that? So wait. Cause she said that she wrote a blog post, and I'm pretty sure somewhere in the video the feminists didn't even know how to play the game. So how can you write a blog post about hating on video games, saying they appeal to the male fantasy, when this is the first game you've touched in your life? It's like you're like Indiana Jones seeing The Rock for the first time. Like, you've never seen this. You've just discovered this. What are you on about? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? It appeals to the male fantasy? Because even if it did, which it doesn't, because that makes no sense, like, at all. What are you on about? And she says this, but like, does that mean every game ever? Does that mean that Candy Crush on like the 47-year-old mother's phone appeals to the male fantasy when it's just a moving blocks around? I don't see what your point is. Flappy Bird touching the screen so my bird can fly, that's definitely appealing to my fantasy, everyone. But what are you on about? And this is GTA, okay. That bit in GTA, again, it's understandable. I get it. But the people that play GTA aren't in it. So, hey, I'm gonna pay $70 so I can spend 300 hours on there. No, people have hundreds of hours on GTA. This is coming from someone who doesn't even like GTA, okay? I don't even like it. And people have hundreds of hours because they want to explore. They want to see the world. It's like basically your Minecraft, your Roblox. They want to see the world. They want to discover new things. They want to make new friends. They want to see what they can make. They want to see what they can do. GTA is all about exploring, finding new things, seeing what you can do, because GTA has always had all these secrets, all these techniques that you can do, and you don't have to do the story. It's like basically every Tony Hawk skateboarding Disney skating ever. You don't have to go to that area. Yes, they implemented it, but that's only if you like are like a simp donating like $2,000 to like an OnlyFans. Then if you go there, then like, yeah, you've just been caught in 4K, okay? No one cares if you go to that area, because barely anyone goes to that area, and even if they did, they still have all those other areas that they can go to. Again, I don't even like it. I don't like these games. I have nothing against them. I have nothing against the people that play them. They just aren't personally for me. And what do you remember? And if that appeals to the male fantasy, if all these games, if your Super Mario Wonder appeals to the male fantasy, sure, let's just say it does. Let's say my Super Mario Wonder, my Sonic Superstars appeals to the male fantasy, okay? My Smash Bros, let's just say it does. If that's the case, the games literally made for girls, by girls. Games like you got Calico, I just, man, I don't know what that was. Anyway, and you got like Sims, all these iconic games made for when, cause they find it fun. They're extreme. I would argue nowadays in 2023, next day gonna be 2024, that more females actually play games than males. I would argue. Okay, maybe most of those females are just so they can like fart in the microphone and like ask for like $2,000. But anyway, what I mean by that is you're bound to go online and see more women play than men because, well, women just like games and men like them. It's just games that we play. And look, I'm not saying that there aren't games that appeal to the male fantasy. There's pretty illegal games out there that are pretty disrespectful, and I can definitely see why I should say that. But you're telling me you know all those illegal games, so all those games that are banned in several countries, you're more aware of them. You're more aware of that than Sonic and the Black Knight. I don't see what you're getting at. It's boggling my mind. Where is this blog post? I just want to see this, because I need to see what she said, because she didn't even know how to play the game, what you had to do in the game, what the game was about, what GTA even was, and you're saying why you hate video games. You can't hate something if you've never tried it. Like, the only excuse for that is Skibbity Toilet. If you see a kid singing it, then yeah, go ahead, you can say you can hate it, because the kid singing Skibbity Toilet. How can you like that? But I don't get it. Video games, there is people on GTA spend hundreds of hours just making that game alone. There is a whole team getting together to create that. GTA 6 is coming out, and it's coming out in 2025. That's how much development is good. Have you seen that trailer? Looks realistic! Looks real! People are putting time and effort into it. People are spending their lives creating these games because they're really passionate about it. They want it done. Video games aren't something you cook in the microwave for 6 minutes and then it's ready. No, you have to sit on your bum and wait for like years. You have to wait years for it to be done. You can't wait under a year for a game to be done. Games can take, by big corporations can take up to 3 to 5 years to make one game alone. Imagine! People have to sit on their bum and do it by themselves, like Undertale or something. That was all made by one person. Oh wait, sorry guys, I forgot it appeals to the male fantasy. Sorry, my mistake. I don't see what her point is. She didn't even know what it was. So angry. And if she doesn't like this, then she can go play Calico or Sims, or like, does this? Okay, I literally just thought of something. I just blew my own mind. I'm going crazy. What I'm getting at is, let's just say this lady gets children or a husband, and somehow the husband can put up with her hating on video games 24/7 when he's just trying to get his daily dose of Angry Birds 2. Let's just say that. These her kids are gonna grow up and they're gonna get bullied. They will get bullied for not playing games. I'm just sorry. That's just gonna happen. It's not even like, I'm not even just making fun. That's genuinely gonna happen. If these kids grow up and they don't, like, sure, I'm not saying you have to buy your kids every console ever made and a $2 million PC or whatever. But if these kids don't touch like a Mario in their whole life, kids are gonna make fun of them. It's just gonna happen. Like, it's not even like, oh, there's like a 2% chance. No, people are gonna get angry at them because that's just what happens. It's not even like a new trend. Games have been around since the 70s. So, you telling me, actually, yeah, did Pong from the 70s appeal to the male fantasy? Yeah, these two little white blocks hitting this one block. Whoa, I'm seeing male fantasy everywhere, people. That's a dose of male fantasy. If you want to play a daily dose of Frogger, everyone. I don't get what this woman's at. She's never played a game in her life. She heard that probably this GTA game. She probably heard that like some of these games included like women in like probably tight clothing, like Xenoblade Chronicles, and was like, I don't like that. What? The game is so good. What are you on about? Yeah, obviously they could have gone without that, but it's Japan. It's normal in Japan. So everywhere over here, it's kind of weird to us. Anyway, what I'm just saying is, games are great. Okay, they're actual masterpieces that people take time in and have some great stuff. You don't have to like GTA. Again, I don't like it. it's not for me. I don't think it appeals to the male fantasy, but you do. Okay, we're on different pages. You're from one timeline, I'm from another. Play another one then! I don't play Mario Wonder. It's so good. This isn't a sponsor, but it's an amazing game. It's one of the best Mario games ever. And I can see how games nowadays could appeal to the male fantasy. Coffin of Andy and Leyley is a disaster. I hate that game. And if you said it appealed to the male fantasy, I honestly wouldn't even care. Honestly, I might be with you. I might get scolded on for that, but I wouldn't be with you. But like, if you hated on the game, then I wouldn't care if you hated on the game. Like, your reasoning for hating on the game might be weird, but as long as you're hating it, then I'll hate along it with you. So, woman, if you're hearing me, your children will get made fun of. I'm just saying, don't get angry at your husband. If he just wants to play Doodle Jump, just let him play it, and play Mario Wonder.